Are you a professional who wants to become a more effective leader? Then get ready for daily tips from the coach with the experience and inspiration to help you succeed in any leadership situation. You're listening to the Meeting Leadership Podcast with Gordon Shepherd.
Welcome to another episode of the Meeting Leadership Podcast. My name is Gordon Shepherd. It is really great to have you here, and no matter what you're doing, whether you're maybe on the treadmill, maybe you're out walking the dog, wherever you are now listening to this podcast, thanks for being here and being the type of professional who wants to spend the time to pick up one more sort of effective strategy to go in and have outstanding meetings. It's really, really good to have you here. And if you are a leader who really appreciates the value of active listening, then you're going to get a lot out of today's show. Because today you're going to be getting another installment in our meeting leadership exercises. And the example that we're tackling today is the repetition technique for active listening. And thankfully today we're lucky enough to have Tracy Carroll back on the show. And many of you will remember Tracy back from episode 81, which was another installment of meeting leadership exercises. And it was called the pros and cons technique for managing disagreements. Tracy, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Gord. Nice to be back.
Again, big disclosure, big parenthesis. Tracy and I are married, so that's one aspect of it. But the nice thing about having Tracy on is that she's actually a theater professional with many, many years of experience and insights into sort of human condition. And so when we do these little sort of improvisations here on the show for you to learn from, Tracy comes at it from a very, very authentic place. And Tracy, let me take a moment to set the stage for what we're about to tackle here and give an example for people to learn from. It's called the repetition technique. Now, you know well that I came across this back in acting school a long, long time ago.
Long time ago.
It was a long time ago. And I learned it was a big part of the Meisner technique training. But again, in learning facilitation aspects since then, it actually is well used by all kinds of leaders in all kinds of meeting situations. So when you think about the repetition technique, what do you think about?
Well, I've done a lot of talkbacks after plays, and when somebody asks a question from the audience, I always repeat that question because you want to make sure that the audience can hear what's been said. They're facing the stage, they're not facing the audience. And it also just clarifies for me as the facilitator what that question was all about and how we can answer that question when it's asked. So it's really valuable to repeat just to make sure everybody is on the same page.
Super. I couldn't have said it better myself. And with that in mind, let's sort of jump right into our example. You're going to be the person that's sort of, we're in a meeting scenario. The setting in this case would be roughly 8 to 10 people in a meeting setting. You'd be one of the participants. And I'm going to try and demonstrate as the facilitator the repetition technique. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Go ahead.
All right. So everyone, we need to talk about the event that's coming up with the city. We are promoting our organization with them, and we're really kind of falling short here. I need everyone's support. We got to be on board. This is really good for us.
Okay, let's move on to the next part of our agenda. And
can we talk about the event that's coming up?
Tracy, can you see as a facilitator how I kind of just blew it there?
You really kind of blew me off there, dude.
It's because I wasn't sort of taking that moment to actively listen, take you in, repeat back kind of what I had just heard to you so that you could then feel acknowledged and that kind of thing. So why don't we just sort of kick off our example again, and instead of doing it sort of in the wrong way, let's do it the right way this time, certainly from a facilitator point of view. Go ahead.
All right, everyone. I really, really want your support. I really need your support in this event that's coming up with the city. We've all heard about it, and we're kind of falling short. It's coming up really quick, and this is really good for our organization.
Tracy, I think I heard you just say that you're really excited about this event for the city, but we're falling a bit short and we really kind of need to get into it. Is that a fair summary?
Absolutely. I need everyone's help.
And we can see right away that instead of kind of blowing Tracy off in this example and moving on as the facilitator, it gets her really engaged in what we're talking about. I think, Tracy, hearing from your experience in that big auditorium setting, or in this case, we're talking about a meeting setting, say with 8 or 10 people, and you're one of the participants, one of the offshoots from this is that the people around you that are observing this happen, they get to build a deeper level of trust in the situation, right? The facilitator can really use this as a technique. The other piece I'll add in there that's really valuable to do as well is use the person's name at the end of the repetition, because people just love to hear their name anytime.
It's an acknowledgement, isn't it? A confirmation that you're being heard.
And when you can do that confirmation, then you've got a good chance to strengthen your meeting and you're going to get more done.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tracy, thank you so much for being on the show again.
You bet. Anytime.
And as I mentioned before, you can listen to Tracy again in another meeting leadership exercise example that you can learn from. That was on episode 81 on the Meeting Leadership Podcast. It's called Meeting Leadership Exercises, the Pros and Cons Technique for Managing Disagreements. And you can get that episode by going to meetingleadershipinc.com/81. And I also want to let you know that this episode of the Meeting Leadership Podcast is brought to you by the Meeting Leadership Academy. If you are looking for active listening techniques, facilitation techniques, how to improve your agendas, how you and your teams can connect every meeting that you're in directly to your organization strategy, and a whole lot more, you want great live training, great online training, then visit meetingleadershipinc.com/academy. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Meeting Leadership Podcast.
Be sure to subscribe for more strategies to help you become an outstanding leader. And don't forget to rate and review so we can bring you fresh content every day. We'll see you tomorrow, right here on the Meeting Leadership Podcast.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning.